Alright guys, so at least I have it as a roller. I'm still missing some parts. I do not have any of the shocks that'll fit it. I put the only shocks I had on the long wheelbase that we're doing with the Apache body. And I don't have a rear drive shaft. The RC4wd Drive changed their drive shaft, so I've got a bunch of these old shafts that have this kind of star shape. And the new ones, I was hoping I could just swap on. They have a larger star, so they won't fit together with the old style, and they are a little bit larger diameter and a little more durable, so that was a good improvement on their part. But that one's too short. What else do we need? I am kind of worried the leaf spring set that I picked up for the front, because I already had the rear, was from a marlin crawler, and even though they're black, it says in the item description that those are super soft. They're like the red ones. And I mean, I've got quite a bit of weight difference, but they do sag a lot more right now without shocks, so I'm thinking they are actually softer. So we may have to swap on the rear ones as well, swap out for what's already on there, because I want it to, you know, flex as much as we can here with leaf springs. The body mounts were the ones that came with that F350 body that I got on the long wheelbase chassis. I think it is an upgraded factory mount for that to me that RC4wd Drive sold for the F350 body on a TF2, and they are aluminum. And I don't have any of the standard ones. I used all those for other things in the past, so I swapped those over to here because I'm not sure I want to mount that Apache body on the long wheelbase that way. I don't really want to have exposed screws on the sides, so we'll find a new creative way to do that once we get our other Apache body for that build. But I don't know, I just had all these parts, and you know, I've got 3 chassis laying around half done, so I thought I would try to piece one together out of it. This is my original Trailfinder 2, it's RC4wd Drive Mojave body, and yeah, it's been through a lot of changes. I think I bought it, this isn't the original, this is the second one I had. I've had so many already. This one was a RTR, when it was a red body. You can see a little bit where it scratched off. And I painted it baby blue, like a flat sky blue, just Rust-Oleum satin paint. And I did a light weathering on it with powders and stuff. And then I think after I swapped the chassis around, I decided I was going to do all my testing on this. So I've tested out all my products on it, the AK Rust Streaks, Real Rust, powders and pigment binder, and everything I've got this has on it. It was just kind of a test bed. And I even tested doing real dents with a torch and some rocks and things just pushing into it. And yeah, got a nice look. I like parts of it more than others. The roof is probably my favorite part. It's got a real nice patina. You can see some of the blue showing through. Flipping around here. Every panel's got a dent on it. But I've got old videos of this up if you interested in seeing all that. I am having a little bit of wheelbase issue, I guess because it's sitting so low in the front, so the tire is further forward. Because right now, with no shocks, only the leaf springs, it is sitting on the servo horn. The axle pumpkin is sitting straight on the servo, so we will have to jack it up a little bit here with some shocks. I may have to add other leaf springs. So I've never had their super soft shocks before, so I don't know how that's all going to work. That front fender even has some real motor oil smeared on it. I was experimenting with that. What else? This has got one of my favorite sets of scale accessories in the back as well. Got a Proline cooler and gas tank, some rubber boots, shovel, old Tamiya tire. Interior is one of my most complete ones I've ever done. We've got an original Bruiser style driver. He's a little hard to see because apparently he's as tall as I am, so in a little Hilux his head is almost at the ceiling. He has some poorly painted facial features. I was really proud of how his jacket weathering came out. I used actually a rust pigment and a pigment binder and made his jacket actually look dull and textured like fabric. That was a happy experience. He's pretty old school. He's got a little dice shifter in there. This one's a stick shift. He's got some junk in the floorboard on the passenger side. And he has a CB radio, and he's holding the mic in his hand. And that CB radio was made way back in the day when the Facebook group started up. There was a girl somewhere that was making scale accessories out of clay and hand painting them, and that was one of her things. And there's some issues with getting that and everything, but it's been in there that long. But it looks good. It services the part. It's sitting on the dash, and he's holding the mic in his hand like he's telling the folks behind him what the trail's like or something. But this one's got the real RC4wd drive roll bar, not one that I've made. And it's a very nice piece. I like it. It's very sturdy. The tie downs, one of my favorite scale things I've made. The tie downs for the bungee cords are just sheet metal. I drilled 2 holes in them and cut them in a little shape and bolted them underneath all the points that the roll cage bolts to the chassis or to the body. And then you've got an automatic tie down. So 4 points, you can strap down stuff in the back. It was pretty cool. Came out really nice. This body does have a working light set. It's got even side markers and everything. I was considering bobbing the bed, as I did that on my maroon one, and I really liked the way that came out. But with the wiring already all in it, I really don't want to take apart lights. What else? Front end. It does have the rubber mirrors, which are a must-have for these things. Front end, I'm missing a bumper, and I don't know what I want to do. I've got plenty of Mojave bumpers laying around. This one doesn't have lights in it, but it is rusty. So we could do a stock bumper for now. Somewhere I have a really cool custom aluminum bumper. I have this custom bumper. This was CNC machined. I got it a long time ago. It's made to bolt to the body, not the chassis. And it I think was originally for the old school bruisers, because it doesn't mount to the chassis. That's how long I've had it. But we could do something with that as well. I think I may have to trim some of the grill and the fenders and stuff to make it look right, but I don't know, we got lots of options. I do have a RC4wd drive rear bumper with the trailer hitch, but that, when I ran it on the original truck before, it kept hanging up on everything on the rocks because that receiver hitch hanging down so low. So I don't know what we're going to do, but anyways, we made some progress. I won't keep rambling on. Appreciate you guys watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Follow along on Instagram, and keep it scale. I'll see you on the next video.